Okay, it's 2025, and I'm pretty sure we are all sick and tired of playing the Silent Cartographer, right? Well, let's just say you're feeling different today. Let's say you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Hello? Halo mods are an absolute treat for anyone sick of the base campaigns. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at one of my favorite mods, Mercury Rising 2. It's kind of weird to say. Is it not weird to say? This mod has been in the works for quite a while, and it shows. See, there's 2 missions in this mod, and I've covered the first one a few months back. Go check it out after watching this video. While I really liked the first one, I just feel like there's so much more to do in this new mod. And let me tell you guys, the vibes this world gives off is certainly like no other. This world feels like the second mission from Combat Evolved and Forge World had a baby. I mean, from the large valleys to the not-so-natural caves while being surrounded by water. Yeah, this feels like home. And there were so many times where I just stopped and felt immersed in this world. The beginning of the mission is so similar to driving around in Forge World, and I'll go as far to say even Combat Evolved's mission, Halo. Driving through this valley, you can see that this mod has a mix of different creatures that we've seen throughout the Halo games. Whether it's the early cut creatures from the Macworld build, or even those birds on Guardian. You see, our mission is to save some scientists, but we have to get over this bridge first. And the only way to do so is if we retrieve this drone. So making our way through this cave, we encounter an optional character, the medic. And this is what I love about this mod. I'll tell you right now, it's not about the story, it's about how alive the world feels. So back to saving, or in my case, not saving the medic, we make our way down to the drone. But watch out, because these rocks are not so ordinary. And this is another cut creature from the Macworld build, I think. The only video I could find on it was from 7 years ago. It reminds me of one of my favorite games, Subnautica. There's this one encounter that has a worm, and it's kind of similar. I don't really know where I'm getting at, I want to make a reference to one of my favorite games ever. But anyway, after taking down more Covenant, we finally acquire this drone. But if you see over here, you can venture out into this water, and this is where you'll see some environmental storytelling. Bodies float above water, and a voice log to piece it all together. And again, this is kind of like Subnautica. I know I just talked about it, but I really want to make a video on that game. I don't know why I haven't, probably because I'm too scared to make a video on it. I'm gonna let this audio log play out, but I'm not gonna play out every single audio log. And if you guys want to hear all the voice logs, I put a compilation on my second channel in the description. So first, subscribe to me. And if you really want to, go check out the video and subscribe over there.
Approaching the destination. Hey, are you sure these coordinates are correct? Something doesn't feel right.
Of course, these coordinates were provided by a brand new top-of-the-line surveillance drone. They don't really get things wrong.
I don't know, Marin. This terrain looks pretty dangerous to me.
Look, these drones are equipped with advanced AI. They're probably smarter than both of us put together. Just land the damn thing and stop worrying about it.
Well, if you say so. Okay, the altis is dead ahead. We're touching down. What the? Projectile incoming! God damn it, I knew it!
We're gonna die!
I don't want it, Benevo! Sit down, we're not going down without a fight! Vamos, cabrón!
Now that we finally made it over the bridge, our mission here is simple. It's to save the science facility first, and then save 3 scientists in different areas of the map. But while saving the scientists, there were things I kept seeing, like new weapons and vehicles. And some can be found in convenient places too. Like up on this little mountain here, there's a suppressed sniper, which has to be my favorite weapon in this mod. And there's a few other weapons that I just can't leave out of this video, like the javelin. This thing is such a cool rocket launcher that tracks onto enemies and vehicles, or let's say the BR pistol. This is what I'm calling it because it doesn't really have a name, but it's basically like a new take on the Halo 2 pistol, just dealing more damage and sounds amazing. Just listen. Next is this weird weapon that the gold hunters use. It has an effect where it launches someone up in the air, and it's a pretty fun weapon to use on grunts. And lastly, we have the flamethrower, which is a huge upgrade because it actually does damage, unlike its vanilla version from Combat Evolved. The mercenaries also make a return from the previous mod, and they also have this flamethrower on a warthog, which looks sick. And during my time saving the Marines, I actually looked around and found the 3 hidden MOAs. See, there were MOAs in the first mod, but it didn't do anything. And in this mod, it unlocks a ton of new stuff to play with. Another find was this weird turret thing up on this ridge. And right next to it was a bird holding a Latvia flag with a cigarette in its mouth. What's going on? And then over here was a hidden log, which again, I'm saving from the second channel, so go check it out. And after I thought everything was found, I looked out into the beyond. And I noticed there was a small island. So I hopped on a boat, which this is a weird looking boat. It's like a jet ski. And ladies and gentlemen, we found out Halo's biggest mystery.
We finally learned whether the Forerunners were humans or not. The truth is, the Forerunners...
Okay, well, I guess we didn't solve it. But actually, if you see this guy and finish the level, he appears in a hilarious cutscene.
Hey, I actually survived. As I was saying, the Forerunners are actually...
Looks like your job here is done.
Skipping ahead a little, now that you saved the scientists, you need to bring one of them to this tower, which leads us nicely into this all-out war where you defend off the Covenant and mercenaries with this tank, which is delivered in such a badass way. It reminds me of when we got the tanks on the Ark. And let me tell you guys, this tank is super powerful. I wish we actually had it in game. But after taking everyone down, we go into this Forerunner structure because basically when we had to rescue one of these scientists, they were locked behind a door. So we had to unlock the door by pressing this button over here, which actually opened up another door for these Marines and this Spartan dude to actually get in. And there was basically a relic that they were trying to get to that was gonna kill everything, I think. Trust me, the story is very complex. And honestly, this boss fight area and the boss fight itself was pretty good. The only thing I didn't really care for was how the boss had armor lock. It's kind of crazy that he's using armor lock in Combat Evolved, but that's besides the point. So after defeating the leader, we finally get to ride off in the sunset with this beautiful cutscene. I forgot to mention the music in this mod, and it fits perfectly, giving off this tropical, mysterious vibe, which is done so well by Chichas. And I actually found out in my last video that Chichas is Altis's brother. Like, when did this, like, what? These guys are really talented. Definitely go check out both of them. The links, all of their stuff is in the description of this video. But wait! The mod doesn't surprisingly end here. See, after the cutscene fades to black, it actually turns out there's one more thing to look at, which is what I'm going to call a credit island. And this credit island has a bunch of stuff that you can play around with. Like, hey, if you're too young to drink, then you can drink in Halo.
I know what's the best cure for a hangover? Alcohol. Come here and grab a can. Switching to alcohol abuse mode.
Yes, this is real. I'm not even kidding. You can go fishing, you can see the credits to all of the people, and all around, it's just a great send-off to this mod. I had a blast making and playing this mod, and if you're still watching this video, go check out Chichas, Altis, me, and subscribe to everybody. We're pretty cool guys. And so that does it for this video. Altis, if you're still here, actually, if you want to put a cameo somehow in the next mod for me, right? Or somehow get me in a mod, that would be amazing. I would love to do voice acting or something. Maybe we could do that someday. I don't know. Just hit me up. And for the rest of you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.